I'm Zoe. I'm third year geography student at Liverpool. I did an internship with CPRE over the summer, and we were looking at which brownfield sites in Liverpool would be suitable for development. So using mapping skills I'd learnt on my course, I mapped where the brownfield sites were, and also which ones were closer to green spaces and transport networks, to try and identify which ones should be developed for housing and green space. Brownfield land stops development in the countryside, as you're using land which is already being used for other uses, so it might be like old car parks or factories and stuff, so it kind of stops you developing the green belt, so it keeps open spaces. Since then we've been volunteering on the social media team at CPRE Lancashire, so we write posts about environmental issues and all sorts and post them on Instagram and Facebook. I've learnt a lot about communicating with different people from the council and stuff, and I've also learnt about trying to get out environmental messages and the best way to do them. I think it's been good. I feel like the stuff I've learnt on the course and the stuff I've learnt whilst working with CPRE have helped each other. With juggling my workload at CPRE, it's been quite easy to do because I've just planned every few weeks how many posts I need to do, and then I try to fit them in with all my work. I like all the CPRE's campaigns kind of work towards mitigating climate change, which I think is a massive issue. I also like that it gives a voice to small local people, so communities. I think it's been a good way to learn what it's kind of like to work in an organisation, and it's nice to see what your uni work, how it can be used in the real world, and it's also nice to feel like you're making a difference.
My name's Aidan. I am a second year geography student, BA Geography at the University of Liverpool. I became interested and sort of started working for CPRE over the summer. Last summer I was looking around for internships as such, and one popped up for CPRE, and doing some reading into the work they do and the sort of principles they stand for. That was something I was really interested in. So over the summer, me and Zoe worked in Liverpool on the brownfield project for the Year of the Environment, where we worked with Liverpool City Region to create a map of the local area and sort of the whole of Merseyside almost, all the brownfield areas in comparison to greenfield and greenbelt areas, and in terms of gave policy recommendations on how to invest and develop sustainably. And that again tied in with lots of the principles CPRE is standing for in protecting the countryside. That was definitely something I was really interested in, and also meeting local authorities, local property consultants, property developers helped me build my skills as well in terms of communication, in terms of teamwork, and in terms of how it helps me out in the future. But again, bringing that all back to CPRE and the sort of core messages of protecting the countryside, sustainable development. These are all things I'm very passionate about, and I'm really happy that I got to use those passions and help out the charity as such through that internship. Again, Liverpool is a big city, but it still has lots of parks, some of which are under threat from development, and especially when there are so many brownfield areas that could be developed upon, if councils or local authorities, local developers are leaning towards greenfield areas, parks, the green belt, straight away that's an issue that is very important to you living as a student in Liverpool. So for example, Cornerstones Park in South Liverpool, I know, has had lots of campaigning to protect it after there's been lots of threat from Liverpool City Council to build on it. In terms more widely, again, there are so many brownfield areas of the city and derelict areas that could be sort of redeveloped, and that would not only revitalise those areas and those communities that have been so deprived for years now, but it would also protect the green belt, and the top principles CPRE stand for are still very important.
I'm Amelia Furness. I'm currently a third year student at the University of Liverpool studying business management. I first decided to start volunteering with CPRE because I saw the advert for the internship that Aidan and Zoe are doing, and although I didn't study geography, I still wanted to get involved. I initially started off by writing an article about nature and the environment and its benefits on mental health and physical health and biodiversity and wildlife in general. So that made it onto the social media pages and the website, and then eventually the national newsletter and magazine. And since then, we've all been helping out with the social media pages, like the marketing side of it, thinking of posts and how to spread awareness of the charity. I am interested in marketing probably as a career, so getting experience social media marketing and gaining those kind of skills has been really helpful for me. Recently we've been looking at small changes that you can make to improve your own energy efficiency, and that's been quite interesting for me because I feel like we don't realise how much difference we can make individually ourselves by just changing small habits. And so I feel like I've become a lot more confident, especially through meeting new people and working together. And obviously, I think my writing skills have improved, especially through writing the article, because that took. I really thought about that and worked hard on it, so I feel like, yeah, that did improve my writing skills. But confidence is the main one because I think gaining any kind of work experience or volunteering, it does kind of spread your wings a little bit. I kind of like the idea that because climate change is such a big thing, it like underlies everything that CPRE like stands for and campaigns for. But I'm also interested in like the Brownfield First campaign and accessibility as well, making sure everyone like in rural and urban areas have access to green spaces where, especially for children, where they can play outside and enjoy nature. I've really enjoyed it myself, and I like that you can get involved with any kind of area that interests you most. For me, that's been marketing. Zoe and Aidan, it's been like the geography planning side of it. So maybe if you're interested in like events management, you could help organise or promote the events that have been going on, like the walks and the stargazing events. And also the time management has been really good for me because it's been quite easy and flexible to fit in with my uni work, and everyone's been so friendly, so yeah, I would really recommend it.